You guys are listening to TECHEDTV podcasting series. In our show, we bring you the best in technologies, innovation, startups, fintech, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and the latest and the greatest in technology worldwide. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. You guys are listening to TECHEDTV podcast from the EGLAVATOR. We have a special guest with TGI Fridays with Dan Gudima, and we have a guest. Dan, introduce our guest.
Benny Pekala from an incubator in Miami, all about blockchain, right?
Web3.
What's the name of the incubator?
Krypton Labs.
Krypton Labs. Benny Pekala from Krypton Labs is here. And I guess we're going to have to talk a little bit about blockchain today.
Yes, I love that subject matter because I am going next week to the Metaverse Summit.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah, it's sponsored by the. They actually sent us a Metaverse.
But wait a
login.
second. If it's the Metaverse Summit, can't you just do it from here?
Yeah, actually they do. Actually, they have a basically a little bit of an interesting proposition because you can have a bunch of access logins for the Metaverse. And in fact, I was playing around with it. I can bring it to the screen over here, but I think people won't be able to listen to it. But it looks like a little bit like the Centraland. Way too much like the Centraland. They have a campus.
Okay.
You can walk around the campus and you can talk to people. They have a chat room.
I've been on Earth 2. Have you been on Earth 2?
Not yet.
Okay. I bought all the Boca real estate for $6 along the beach.
All right.
You bought all the Boca real estate?
Yes.
So you're the new Mr. B from the virtual world?
Yeah, they were like, they had Earth 1, then they had Earth 2. Like, this is total ripoff. But I did it anyway.
But you're the Mr. B from the virtual world.
Yes, like if that virtual world ever becomes important, I haven't, to buy it from somebody, it's $50. So
okay.
At least I got there.
Yeah, with the Metaverse conference, I'm imagining a bunch of people in a room, all with like virtual glasses on, just like bumping into each other.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, it's a little bit weird because it's like I was having this conversation on Friday last week with a bunch of people from South Florida Tech.
Yeah.
And they were saying that people are having nervous breakdowns because they're not with people.
Oh yeah.
So this whole thing with like being virtual is
Can I give you my
crazy.
Can I give you my crazy answer here to where it really needs to be?
What?
So there's this. I always, you've heard me probably say this. There's a scene in the book Fahrenheit 451. You familiar with this?
Oh yeah.
The walls. You heard the walls?
Mm-hmm.
So he comes home and he flips the thing on. He flips the walls on, and then all the walls basically become a metaverse.
Really?
Yeah, and this book written in the 1950s. So, but in that book, he did it for entertainment. It was a play. It was basically a TV show, and he joined it as one of the characters. So when he gets the prompt, he reads the lines, and now he's one of the members of the TV show.
Nice. So interesting.
That's the answer.
And Benny, what do you think about the metaverse? What would be like? Nobody has ever defined what the metaverse is. What is the metaverse?
Oh, I love this. My definition of the metaverse is it's a place you go to interact online, which includes everything you do online. So it includes e-commerce, it includes Zoom meetings, it includes, to a certain degree, even your experience on social media. That's my take. It's a hot one.
Well, there is something really important, and that is anywhere you interact with someone online, which years ago was Yahoo Games.
Yahoo Games, right? You're right.
Anywhere you go to interact, like if you know there's a live person that you're going to interact with, you're there. You're ready.
Because in that light, I think expansion in the metaverse really looks differently in different platforms and different industries. But I'm excited for meetings, for face-to-face, for Zoom to really avoid.
That's the term we're using.
Sorry. So you envision is a bunch of doorways to the metaverse.
Yes. Doorways to the metaverse. I don't know if the glasses work for me, but I'd rather just look around the room.
I like that name, Doorways. I could see that.
That was the name that we've been. Did we get any domains on that one or no?
No, we did not.
Okay, we're not going to talk about it anymore.
I bought it.
You did buy
it. I bought it.
It's like part of a product mix that he's kind of working on. That's DeFi, kind of decentralized kind of concept.
It's a decentralized operating system.
We can't get into it because are the patents all filed?
No,
okay,
really.
So we
have a problem with that. So hopefully we can fix that soon.
Okay. All right.
But so one of the things we wanted to learn is that this kind of like situation where you have this metaverse play is it's a bit unnatural. Is it natural or unnatural? Like,
I don't think it's natural. I think two people interacting is natural, but it doesn't matter to me. I mean, this is another weird thing I'll tell you. When after I worked in the cellular business, there used to be an old Nokia phone that had on it the game of Sword, right? Mm-hmm. And I would play. It was anonymous. I love this game, and it would say you would jab at them, and then they on your phone, and then they would jab at you, and then however you jabbed, they would win or you'd win, and it would say their name, like Benny 465 is now playing you. So the concept, it didn't matter what the UI was. I just knew there was some kid somewhere playing with me. I was sitting at work going trying to beat him. So like the whole concept of interaction is what's critical, not the technology. That's our bot.
We're bringing the bot back. He was silent for a little bit.
What's he saying?
All experiences.
Yeah.
So all experiences are natural.
Yeah, I think the overemphasis on the technology is a problem. Because when you tell people, oh, you can date people in there, they're like, holy shit, I'm going in. So it's not about the coolness of the glasses or Metaverse. It's about can I find a person that I can chat with because I'm bored out of my mind. I know many people who are permanently bored out of their mind because they can't live with anybody.
I'm looking for a boyfriend.
I can introduce you to them. They would be like crazy.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, during the pandemic, I had a virtual platform of my own. So
really?
We were,
tell us.
Instead of using Zoom, you'd use our platform, Virtual United.
You can
really?
People in
Yeah.
the Metaverse. I'm looking for a boyfriend.
Really? But
It was not looking for boyfriend. It was not dating. So the way it would work is when you came into our event, you'd see, kind of think like business cards. You'd see 3 business cards over here having a conversation, and you could click in and see, oh, they're shooting a podcast. They're a little bit crazy. You could decide which room to join.
wow. That is amazing. Hey, Edwin, just before we continue, so what is Benny looking for? What does he need from us or the people that listen to this?
No, basically, I think what Benny can share is that we're multiple incubators in the area, and we're going to start collaborating. I think that's one thing, that they can find a community of people that is in tune with the Web3 world.
I mean, if somebody's looking to create a blockchain product and they're in the middle of it, building it already, can they contact you, Benny? Can they come down and visit you?
In fact, you have a cohort right now. You have what's the situation in your incubator?
Yeah, at Crypt and Labs, we did just close applications and get started. So we've got a amazing group of companies that we're advising for 8 weeks and going through coursework and then going in front of investors.
Okay, now here's an important question. How many of them can program?
No matter where you are, you always need a technical team. So it's different with every group. We are seeing a lot of teams that have companies that are doing their tech.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of it's kind of an interesting pattern.
I read the Y Combinator book. Have you read that book by Phil Graham?
I didn't finish it.
You'd be shocked. I mean, it's in the beginning. You probably read it. It was like, if you're not a man, if you're not over 30, if you can't code, don't come. So he was just like he was trying to increase his odds. So he limited their scope so he would succeed.
Yeah, no, of course, right. You don't want people, because
it's not like that anymore. It's not like that anymore.
Get some advice too.
Oh, the ball wants.
So you accept any? What if somebody comes in, they're 70?
I think diversity of thought and the angle at which people see things is incredibly valuable.
Because you're up here in this area in Boca Raton, I told you what we call it. Someone called me and said, oh, you're like Silicon Valley in Boca Raton. I said, no, we're Retirement Valley.
That's very true. We're Retirement Valley here in Boca, but at the same time, you have all these executives from big corporations, starting with IBM, that have this breadth of knowledge that they wanted to share, and sometimes they can even be like an investor and CEO.
You heard of Dave, who invented the Control-Alt-Delete?
No.
He's here living in Boca. He speaks about once or twice a year. Are they going to still have that event with him coming up or no?
I think they should, but they canceled it because there was a hurricane, remember?
Yeah, he was going to speak again, and he invented the control. He talks about how he did it at IBM, across the street down over there. So there is some technical, historical people around still. Oh, he's famous because his office mate was Craig from Craigslist. Craig Newman. That's why he said, I'm more famous for Craig who sat with me.
Listen to what your boys.
To meet the guy that invented Control-Alt-Delete.
How charismatic.
The boy wants to meet the guy that invented Control-Alt-Delete. Okay.
So we have some historical technology stuff going on here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Miami doesn't, but it's not the same as Boca Raton. Boca Raton has got that. There's more than that.
But Benny came from, where is he coming from, Benny?
Minneapolis, Minnesota, the great
Oh
north.
my God, yeah, I know it. Yeah.
So right now
yeah.
it's like very...
the home of Prince.
Yeah.
The home of like getting very cold soon.
Oh, it's already snowed.
Oh, really? Oh shit! No kidding. Oh,
Do you have
my
friends?
God.
You have a lot of friends there still, and do they
Friends,
contact
family.
you? Do they? Oh, they're going to be listening to this today.
Yeah.
They're
maybe.
like,
Okay.
I'm moving now, Benny. Like, hey,
Can I
kid.
sleep on your couch?
Right. Yeah.
They say, oh, it's going to be so nice this weekend. I'm like, what, 55?
Wow.
In October, that's nice in Minnesota.
No, but like
course.
we had a 65 degree today. Like, and I think that
Oh, it was cold this morning. We had to put jackets on.
all the Floridians were like, oh, we have to wear the jackets. We need to pull them somewhere. There have to be somewhere in this on your garage or storage or somewhere. But like coming back to the Web 3.0 world, that I think that this week has been a little bit flat in terms of performance of the different coins. And I think we had the EGLA Labs. The EGLA Labs
yeah.
guy will be at the Metaverse Summit actually.
Okay, Benny, did you hear about that story? EGLA Labs.
Parts of that story.
They didn't meet the Howey test, and SEC is put them on notice.
Putting them notice of like violation of potentially, so they're selling unregistered securities.
Ape Yacht Club we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because there's a benefit down here from the parent. That's the problem. If they had cut the cord and just sold images, they'd be much better off.
Yeah, you just have to sell that. I think the NFT needs to be more like art and utility than art plus whatever coin and.
Then it becomes
whatever
a security.
Yeah,
That's
we're
the bottom
absolutely
line.
seeing an evolution of the space in all facets. And with NFTs, yeah, I think if you're creating an NFT, read that documentation, know the Huey test, and register with the SEC if you need to.
No, but like let me tell you one thing. I was watching I got another invitation to a media summit. That happens October 24, 25, 26. They have 4 sessions on NFTs and Web3.
Really?
Media.
Really?
When it's like basically these people are in broadcasting and TV.
What happened to, I don't know, Benny, if you've heard about it, what happened to Gary Vee's project where he was raising like $50 million for sports NFTs? You ever heard about that one?
I did. I don't think I know how it ended.
Well, I think they're in the middle of it. I thought they were going to do things like sport, like baseball cards or stuff like that. Something similar. But I also thought they were going to do like tickets and collectible tickets. Like it's a big market. But all those people, I can't remember, it had a very simple name like Refer or something. They did a $5 million round and then they did like a $50 million round. So and they're in Miami based.
They're in Miami?
Yeah.
Okay, wow,
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But like, what do you think is your objectives in the next few years in terms of capitalization for your startup? Do you see more like selling NFTs, or see more like a standard venture funding? People coming like, okay, this is the new XYZ lab.
Okay, this is a very dicey question because I get where you're going because he's saying you could just issue all these NFTs and raise all your capital somehow.
I think. Well, I think NFTs are a good vehicle for fundraising. That being said, I see companies that are delivering on problems and user stories.
Well, no. Can I give him one example and ask his opinion? The one that the word license. Can I talk about that with you?
Yeah, sure.
So one of the concepts we've come through here is a software license.
Huh?
So you could buy a software license. It's an NFT, but it's a license for a software for usage. And then if you don't use the license, you can sell the NFT. Or if you use it for a while, then you can sell it to someone else. So that kind of solves a real-world software licensing issue.
Yeah, it's
like
for
a ticket, but different.
Or even in this new SaaS world, right? Like for example, I have an Adobe subscription or Maya subscription. It's $350 a month.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't want it right now, like because I stopped using it. So I can give you the NFT to the Maya access, and then you pay me like maybe $295 or $400.
Okay, but let's get to the bottom line on this. Why it was on our minds? Because he's got some killer technology, and he has a license, and people wanted to buy that license, and we could probably sell 1,000 of those licenses in advance.
Yeah, and fund it, and then
Fund a company.
in a way, basically, this is a NFTs, in my opinion, could be a disruptor for how you raise money. That's what I asked you. Like, how do you see the world coming, like, in the next decade?
He's talking utility here.
Yeah. So something with utility, let's say, and then like, okay,
And then Benny goes from incubator to being financier.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, in a way, the incubators become the launch pads for these NFTs, and then like you get a cut of that, and then now VCs come in a second round.
But wait a second. Let's just do a deal here. He'll do the NFT for you, get it all issued, all the licenses out, and bam, we'll have $20 million in the bank.
Problem solved. I think NFTs are a fantastic tool for digital ownership, especially transfers of digital ownership.
Yeah.
I stand by that firmly. So to your point, yeah, I think they fit into a fundraising strategy. It's still the same strategy. It's still marketing with what is important.
But the issue is this: when the product in the capital raise, if the pre-sale of the products are possible and they have a long life and reusability, we're in a different ball game now. And
yeah, because tell me one thing. Let's say that we launch this NFT license software thing for software ABC.
Yeah.
And then we initially sell 1,000, it sold out overnight.
Yeah.
And then we make, okay, let's issue more, and then you sell 2, 3. Then by the time you have like maybe 10,000 units sold, maybe you raise $10 million.
And you don't need investors, and no one telling you what did.
Or even if the investor comes, oh, that software is very good, you can have like 1 million users. No, you're thinking 10,000, we can get you to 1 million. Here, give you 100 million into like maybe like a billion valuation, just like that started with.
But we're not talking
AI.
like Microsoft Office license. We're talking something hotter.
No, yeah, exactly. It's a portable.
He's got that.
Yes, something like that. Yes,
He's got something hotter.
Yeah. So, okay, what is this phone? I'm sorry about that. So yeah. So anyway, so like it's interesting because I think that's gonna change the way this work. And what do you think about DeFi? Like, what do we see in decentralized financing? Like, I yesterday had a meeting with my friend Wayland. He's launching a fintech, and the fintech that he's launching is basically lending money to third world countries, and basically because in those countries there are no banks.
Look, I get it. I was talking to Benny earlier about they were using the word pool, like a money pool.
Yes.
And I'm trying to understand it because they wanted me to write a white paper, this group.
Right.
And it's like a pools of money put together. You're saying for like environmental or something like that?
No. Right now, what they will do basically in those countries, if you borrow money from the street, they usually charge you 50% interest per day.
Gotcha.
Per day.
Gotcha.
So you lend in the money $100.
Okay.
Then you go and buy the goods that you sell, and then you sell all those goods maybe at 200, so you make 100% profit, but you pay 50% or 40% interest rate per day.
Gotcha. I know where this will work well. El Salvador, isn't that the country that forced Bitcoin on the people?
Yeah, no, but that's precisely right. But they were saying that they have Mexico, Brazil, Colombia, and most likely some other country in South America, and then that they see a return of investment of around 47%. Even paying a line of credit in the United States at 17% rate. Because
okay, so you're taking the people demand and supply and putting them together.
Yeah, and then we were discussing that like all this money into this pool that is generating all this percentage rate could be a good DeFi play.
I think Benny will probably confirm this. The problem with all of this is complexity. Like, it has to be so simple for people. There's where you get the money with this button, and this is where you get the paid, and this, so like, as soon as you use the word DeFi, people are like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I think with DeFi, you got to prepare for multiple futures as far as regulations go, and it's tricky. I think in the United States, we have more currencies than we need. I'll be honest.
Of course.
I think that being said, for transfers across borders, fantastic.
What about the prediction? What's his name from Forbes? Steve Forbes was predicting the great battle where they come down and crush it. The U.S. government's going to crush everything. He thinks it's a great battle coming, and the U.S. doesn't want to lose its valuation of its currency. They just if you see right now, for example, there is a lot of people dumping the U.S. dollar because the U.S. dollar is getting so strong. Yeah,
that is crushing the yen, it's crushing the euro.
The euro. We can go to
the pound.
You should go on vacation to England right now.
Yeah, no, like
France,
and then you have Liz Truss just basically she quit. I think that was the least amount of time a prime minister in the UK stays.
Can I give you my quick opinion of that?
Sure.
the combination of a fantasy that Brexit would bring more business, not less, by being not. I don't understand. That's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. They're going to have more of a socialist state coming up because there's not enough of a market for them to sell to. It's just insane. Brexit is. To me, it's Brexit's biggest mistake the country made.
I was shocked by that. That's shocking. I was like, are you serious?
I'm not in shock. I'm not in shock. They're saying the next guy, which is going to be an Indian guy, he's going to be, they said it's a job, the job of prime minister is now a person walking into it to have their head cut off.
No, but now this guy has no risk, right? Think about it, like has no risk because he can be there. He's like, look, I mean, this is all I could do. She messed it up before me.
But this is the kind of thing. Okay, think about Germany in the 1920s. This is or Italy. This is the kind of thing that could lead to a fascist leader being in charge of England or a communist. One of the two is coming, and the people don't know where to turn. They have extremely high inflation. This is like what leads to like the Second World War.
No, and look at Germany. They have a big deficit. I think for the first time, Germany will have a trade deficit, which is amazing.
And they're looking for someone to blame. They always blame.
In like 60 years, I think Germany has never had a trade deficit.
Yeah.
And then like the biggest winners in this war, and then coming back to the coins, right? So everybody's escaping those currencies because they're like trying to. So, but at the same time, you don't see
it's like Ayn Randism being like taken to a level where all those people live on an island by themselves. Okay, they can go live on the island by themselves.
but I think that's going to trigger a lot of these cryptocurrencies and those decentralized finance and decentralization.
Did you watch that TV show on Netflix about what do they call it, anarchists?
Anarchist. No.
Oh my God! Let's not even talk about it.
It's a complex macroeconomic situation. I'll give it that. It's with everything going on with the war, with the massive amounts of money that were spent over the last few years during the pandemic. It's something that the markets haven't seen.
But this is the contradictory part. Like we printed so much money that we should be in trouble, but the dollar is just getting stronger.
No, because I was telling Benny this too. I'm very negative on Google, but like. Google is just like a money printing machine. They're making more money than the United States has. It's like there are a couple companies, like four, the FANGs, are making so much money that the United States is looking the other way. It's not just making money from us; it's making money from every country in the world. Amazon, so I think the great solution by Italy, which was having major economic problems in the 1920s, was.
Mussolini.
No, Mussolini took the top 5 companies and he made them nationalized and took all their profit, and suddenly they were successful. So, like, you have to look at these companies that are making massive amounts of money. We're not going to take their money, but that will ultimately be the answer. They have to pay more.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. So we have like, okay, what is the prediction for Bitcoin and all the other coins?
I made a prediction 4 years ago. It would hit 11,000.
But
I just did a line.
Are they going to crash? Are they going to keep like rising?
Down to 11,000. That's where it should be at.
Okay.
I think it's down. I do. I think discretionary spending, extra income.
If you draw a line, maybe next year it'll be at 13,000.
So you see Ethereum under the $1,200 mark then?
I do.
Absolutely.
You do?
You just draw lines. They shouldn't be where they're at. At like 9% growth a year, they shouldn't be where they're at.
Yeah, I remember when I first came into this and understood that, ultimately you look at like gas fees, you look at the network that is these currencies and how the price actually can reflect the amount of usage of the network. And then you look at the prices and you're like, this doesn't compute. So we'll see.
But there's just, commodities, hard currencies, real estate, they rise at a very fixed rate over time.
Wow.
Like 6% for housing, 9% for the stock market. And these currencies do the same thing. They will hit the level that they're supposed to be at. They're not going to be 100 times more. That's just life in the fast lane.
So it's going to be like exactly like Mr. Buffett said, they're going to go to zero.
No, they're not going to go to zero, but they have to hit their level on the line where they should be.
Gotcha.
That's not good for people holding it.
No.
Well, I mean, like that's an interesting thought. So, everyone that's holding their coins get informed. This is not like any financial commercial or any advice. We're not financial advisors, so that's full disclaimer on that. But stay on track of what's going on with those coins. So, I think, guys, we have we're running out of time. I think we got a great guest, Benny, here. So we're. You're always invited, Benny, by the way.
Thank you.
We have TGI Fridays with Dan Gudima and myself. And any last remarks, Dan?
No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah, one more thing.
What's that?
I won the Techpalooza sponsorship at a raffle.
Oh, you did? What is that? What did you win?
I was in a Florida Tech event, and then they're like raffling something.
I won it once. I won SFEMA's. I won the trip at SFEMA once. What did you win?
But then we're going to be at Techpalooza December 9th.
Okay, December 9th. Techpalooza.
So they already had allocated space for some of the startups.
They're giving you a booth?
So yeah, for all the startups here. So,
I'm gonna put a little space there. Okay.
Guildless to go.
You're getting like a whole section at Nova. Is that Nova?
No, it's going to be at the Museum of Science.
Really? So I'll be there. I'm allowed in there and have a little. Okay, I like that.
Just get ready for that.
Fort Lauderdale downtown.
Fort Lauderdale downtown. Okay. You're invited Benny as well, so you can come
there you go. Sounds great.
Techpalooza. All right, guys. Have a great evening. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
This show is brought to you by EGLA Communications at the EGLAVATOR in Boca Raton, Florida.